So let's take a look at all my autumn decorations. Oh no, there's lipstick in my hair. If you've been following my channel for a while, you will know that I absolutely adored this book. I hear the sound, I'm just like, rah! Good morning, welcome to a new vlog. I thought in this vlog I would tell you all of the books that I recently read in July and August, because I haven't really done a wrap up yet, but I thought at the same time I would just make it into like a daily or a couple of days vlog. I also want to show you some of my autumn decorations because I just want to decorate for autumn, and honestly my wall just screams autumn already because of the color. It's like 8:15 in the morning right now. I am going to be filming a video today as well as this one, but also a different one, and I also felt like wearing some lipstick for a change. Quite like it actually. Might be doing this a bit more often. Okay, I put it on my oven, but the first book that I read in July was Instructions for Dancing by Nicola Yoon. This is her newest like YA contemporary novel, and I have to say I never really read much YA contemporary simply because it just isn't really the genre that I tend to enjoy as much as just other genres, but I just suddenly felt like picking up a YA contemporary, so this was it. This is a story that is all about dancing and about this girl who kind of has this gift. Whenever she sees people kissing, she will be able to see how their relationship started and how it is going to end. So she kind of has this psychic ability of being able to see the future, and at first she's like, whoa, this is really cool, but then of course it's also quite scary to see, if you like for example see people who are very much in love, seeing how their relationship is going to end. But of course there's also a different part of the story that has to do with dancing as well as with this man and about love, and I have to say I enjoyed it. So that is why I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars. It was definitely a quick read, but just, I don't know, it's just not really my thing, and that's okay. I do definitely recommend this to people who like YA contemporary because I'm pretty sure that you will enjoy this one very much. So let's take a look at all my autumn decorations. So I got these really fun, these are like fake, it's just plastic, but it looks really cute on like my fruit bowl where there isn't any fruit because I need to get some more fruit, but just some pumpkins. I loved it, like it literally weighs nothing. It's just plastic, but it looks really cute. Scented candle obviously. Also here I bought some of these fake like autumn leaves which look so autumnal. Oh yeah. And what else do we have? Oh, we have this, 2 of these cute little pumpkins. Love. I think these ones already look very autumnal, like these fake dried flowers. I think this print as well. I think the camera is zoomed in. Yes, look at the sun. Oh, and also over here, this is honestly my new favorite thing in my kitchen. Yes, I freaking love this. I always had this wooden like cutting board, or where you can put like little appetizers on. I just had it like stored away, but I never really liked the look of my stove. So I thought, why not put this on it with these cute little pumpkins and this yellow teapot. And here on my desk I also have a candle. This is a white pumpkin and it's so big and it smells absolutely delicious. And here as well, another pumpkin candle, sweet pumpkin. I do actually think that's it for autumn decoration, so I might have to get myself a bit more because I want some more like brown leaves. For example, these things are fake, but I actually like to get like brown vines to put in here instead, or like, you know, around my mirror. How cool would that be? I'd have to look for those. I look like a vampire in this light. Okay, this is a bit better because I look very pale and blue. But the next book I read in, oh no, there's lipstick in my hair. I never wear lipstick. I should get more of those like matte lipsticks that dry up, because this one doesn't dry up, so it's just wet on my lips. The next book I read in July, well, if you've been following my channel for a while, you will know that I absolutely adored this book. It is Just Kids by Patti Smith. Patti Smith is a singer-songwriter artist, and this is a non-fiction book where she talks all about her life as a late teenager, young adult, going to New York City all by herself, meeting Robert Mapplethorpe, the famous photographer, and about their lives, how they met, how they, you know, got in this relationship, all of the people she met, people from like Janis Joplin to Jimi Hendrix to watching all of these amazing bands in New York City during the 70s. I adored this book. It felt like I was watching a movie in my head. It felt very cinematic, and the way it was written was very poetic, and I just absolutely loved it. I didn't know anything about Patti Smith before reading this book, but I felt like I just learned so much, and I think she's such a fascinating person. So I am very happy I finally read this book. Can you tell I love this? This is one of my new favorites. Like, honestly, it was amazing. I also listened to this song on Spotify on repeat the entire time. That's what I always do when I read a book. I just try to find a song on Spotify that kind of fits the vibe of the book, and I just listen to it on repeat. That way I kind of get used to the song, and I won't get distracted by different songs if I'm listening to a playlist. So I just had that song on repeat, and every time I hear that song now, I just think of that book. I will link the song down below, and that's the same that I had with A Little Life by Hanya Nigahara. I also listened to the same song on repeat, and I can't listen to that song anymore because it makes me sad. But I think that music is so, like, to me it's really important when reading a book as well, because it just ups the entire vibe of reading a book. So yeah, I just absolutely loved it. I put some water in my fringe because it just didn't look good, but I'm going to be doing some work now. Now it looks really not good. It will dry up. I have to do some work. I'm going to be packing some orders, and I may or may not have just started watching Zoella's 2017 vlogmas. Honestly, vlogmas just gives me all the Christmassy feels, and it's just a very nice thing to have on in the background. So that's what I'll be doing for the rest of the day.
I need to create a new playlist. Vlogmas 2017. Yay! Okay, let's do it. I really hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's vlog. Let me know what your favourite bit was. No, oh my god! You need to pat your head. Oh wait. You've been rubbing your head.
You got scotch.
Okay, I finished packing the orders as well as just finishing up something for a YouTube video. Let's take a look at the next book I read in July. Oh yes, it was In 5 Years, which was an audiobook written by Rebecca Searle, and I listened to this on audiobook on Script. I actually have a link. This is not sponsored, but I just love Script. I actually have a link in my description where you can try out Script for like a month or two, and if anyone uses that link, I also get a free month, and you can just cancel like any time, so you're not like, you don't have to pay anything. You can just try it out for a month. I believe it's 1 month or maybe 2. Yeah, if you want to try out Script, they have like audiobooks and ebooks. Check out the link in my description. But this was just a random audiobook I decided to listen to. It is about this couple, and the woman suddenly goes to the future, 5 years into the future, for 1 hour, and she's experiencing her life for that 1 hour the way it is going to be in 5 years, and she's thus, you know, deciding, is this what I want? Basically that. I have to say I forgot quite a bit about that book. Let's see the rating that I gave it. 4 stars. I apparently really liked it when I finished it, but I have to say, oh wait, I remember how it ended. Did quite enjoy it apparently. Oh my god, I can't really remember much about that book. Let me know in the comments if you're the same, and if you finish a book and then like a few weeks later it's like, oh, what happened in this book? Okay, I thought we would also talk about the next book I read, and also I'm finally getting a tripod that I can put on my desk or like any table that is a bit higher than this one, because this tripod is like the tiniest thing ever, and it's always like the worst angle, just like from below. So in a few hours I will get a tripod and I can hopefully just film like this, which is so much more flattering. For now, this is it. But the next book I read was M Train by Patti Smith. So of course when I finished Just Kiss I was just like, oh my god, I want to read all the books. So I got M Train, and this is also non-fiction. This is all about her travels and just inspiring and interesting people that she met whilst traveling the entire globe, going to like places where Frida Kahlo lived, and just so many different things about her travels. I was very intrigued by this book, but I have to say I was quite disappointed because it just did not live up to Just Kids. It wasn't even close, which, you know, is not a surprise. I think Just Kids was just absolutely amazing. And the thing that I didn't really enjoy much about this book is the fact that there weren't many dates in here, as in this took place in 1985, for example. So I never really knew how old she was, and I always like to know how old someone is if it's a non-fiction book, you know, because I would like to just kind of visualize what they look like, what stage of life they're in. And this was just a bit boring sometimes. And in Just Kids it was never boring because there was so many different people involved and so many people she met, and this was just a little bit boring sometimes. So yeah, I'm so happy I read it, and I will definitely like keep it, obviously, because I just love Patti Smith, but it wasn't as good as Just Kids. I'm going to go for a little walk. I have to deliver some Dutch orders, and I'm just going to, you know, go for a walk. There's like so much sun. I don't really know if it's really warm outside. I hope it's like a little bit chilly. That's like the perfect fall weather. I also need to get some toilet paper and maybe another lipstick. I'm very much into this right now. But I want to get a mod, like a what did I say? You know, the ones that dries a little bit more, because I'm afraid that this one is just gonna stain whenever I accidentally touch my lips or I'm wearing like a jumper or whatever. So yeah, let's go on a walk. I just demanded to be autumn, so I've decided to just wear my new like faux leather matrix-ish jacket with my new boots. Oh my god, it was warmer than I thought. I am sweating. Let's wash my hands. Okay, let's do a little haul of a few household bits that I needed and some other things. If you just saw me running with this ginormous plastic box, that's right. First of all, I had to run because I could hear the alarm for the bridge that was going up, because I live near quite a few bridges and they always go up because there are big boats that need to go underneath the bridge, and then if I hear the sound, I'm just like, run, so you can still make it. Otherwise you have to wait so long. But I had to get another one of these boxes that I can slide underneath my bed. I have two already, but I still have lots of stuff that I keep in like these brown boxes underneath my bed, and it's just a mess. And now I can just put everything, you know, organized into one of these clear boxes. Then next up we have some mini cucumbers from my corner shop, some toilet paper because it's what a person needs in life. I got some high socks, like some knee socks, because I think it's more comfortable when I'm wearing these boots if this is not touching my skin, because it can be a little bit like rough, you know. So I bought some higher socks so it won't touch my skin, and these are just very soft ones from Hema. Love Hema. Also at Hema I bought something I really shouldn't have. These are literally one of the best Dutch snacks there are. So in the Netherlands we have this holiday called Sinterklaas. It's basically like a Dutch Father Christmas, and the holiday is on December 5th, but all of the candy is already in store. So these are chocolate kruidnoten, and kruidnoten are basically these very tiny spicy gingerbread-ish cookies. Not really ginger, but more like Biscoff, you know, and then really tiny, and then they're covered in chocolate, like white milk and dark chocolate, and it's just... And I had to get a new nail hardener. So this is just a basic one from Essence, but it also just gives my nails a nice shine. A face scrub. If you have sensitive skin and you have a Hema where you live, get this face scrub. This is like one of the only face scrubs that I can use that doesn't irritate my skin or make it bright red, because I have very sensitive skin, and this face scrub is amazing. It is so freaking cheap. Yes, this is even vegan, and I believe that Hema also is cruelty free, so that is all amazing. And lastly, yep, I did get two liquid lipsticks. The first one is this one. This is like a bright red. This is more of a little bit of a dark one, and this is like a bright red. And then this one, which is like a beautiful dark purplish red. These are just like cheaper ones from a brand called Essence and from Catrice. I don't really feel like buying expensive makeup, and I always find that these cheaper brands are perfectly fine as well. So this was my little haul. It is now 10:30. I'm going to prepare my lunch. I'm not going to eat lunch yet, but I have to prepare it because I have to put something in the oven, because I want to make like just a filling salad, because I still have lots of broccoli. So I'm going to roast the broccoli in the oven, as well as some chickpeas with lots of herbs on there, and then I can make a salad around like noon that is actually filling and not just greens. So let's do some prepping. Yes! And now this is going in the oven for like 30 minutes. And then it's nice and crispy. Yum! This is looking good. So this is going on my salad in a bit when it's lunchtime. Okay, I thought I would quickly talk about the next book that I read, I believe beginning of August, maybe end of July, namely Virgin River, the first book in the Virgin River series. So I binged Virgin River on Netflix, absolutely loved it. I didn't think I would like it. It's basically about this woman who lives in LA, but she just wants to have a new start. So she moves to this tiny village in the woods called Virgin River, and she goes to live in this little cabin. And I thought, this is gonna be a boring show, but still I was intrigued. So I watched it and I absolutely loved it. I binged it completely. Also, the love interest is just like, yes, I like him. So I thought I would just listen to the first book. It's like a 25 book series, I believe, so I'm definitely not going to listen to the rest. But it was fun just listening to the first book, and it wasn't great. I actually enjoyed the show a lot more, so I won't be continuing with the book series, but it was just fun kind of seeing where the characters came from. But yeah, this is, in my opinion, definitely a case of the show is better than the book. So I think I gave it like 2.5, maybe 3 to 5 stars. Like, I enjoyed it, but it definitely wasn't amazing. Let me know in the comments if you've also watched Virgin River. I can't wait for the next season. So this is my lunch salad. So I have the broccoli, the chickpeas, some tomatoes, some carrots, some iceberg lettuce, some cucumber, and then just some olive oil and some salt and pepper. Like there were already like herbs on the broccoli and chickpeas, so I don't add it anymore, but I can always just add some more. So yeah, so lots of veggies, very healthy and very delicious. Lunch was lovely. I think as a little dessert I grabbed myself a little bowl of these chocolade-kruidnoten, and what I always like to do now is, like, instead of grabbing the entire bag, I just eat one of these little balls, which is perfectly enough. So now I can have like 5 of these balls. I'm only kidding. I'm gonna try and just stick to this little ball because these are addictive as heck. Yum! I forgot how much this tastes like December. Oh my god. Can you tell I'm excited for just festiveness? It's empty, obviously. I also tried on this new matte Pro Ink non-transfer liquid lipstick. I'm obsessed with this color. Oh my goodness. The only thing I hate, like, how do people do this? You can see the inside of your lip. Do I put more? But then I'm gonna eat it. But it's so freaking pretty. So this is by Catrice, and the color is called This Is My Statement. I like it. So I thought I would talk about the next book that I read in August, which is actually a reread for me. It's called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. It's a very well-known like spiritual book, and I actually read it a few years ago and didn't really enjoy it too much. Like I couldn't, oops, stop playing with this thing. I couldn't really, first of all, let me tell you what it's about. So basically it's about how important it is to live in the now and not like try not to think too much about the future or the past, or like it isn't even the past or the future. I don't know, it's you know, it's very spiritual. And some of the things in this book, I decided to reread it because, as I said last time I read it, I was just a bit like, I don't know if I can take it all in. Whereas I'm very interested in it, but yeah, it wasn't the best time to read it. So I decided to reread it, and I kind of had the same thoughts. Some things in this book were definitely very interesting and very, you know, they made me think a lot about the way I live. But then there were some other parts where I didn't really agree with him. So yeah, it was just an okay book, but I can definitely understand the appeal. If you want to, you know, read more spiritual books or get more into spirituality, definitely recommend it. It's just that I don't really know if they are the books for me. Also, I'm loving this Vlogmas rewatch. I'm currently on Vlogmas day, I think 4. Is it too early to get into Christmas spirit? I don't think so. You know what? I think I will also talk about the next book that I read. I have 2 more books to talk about. The next one, I'm not gonna grab it from my shelf because it's always very like tucked in. But it is Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. Look how messed up the spine is compared to the other ones. I finally finished the first Mistborn book. I actually started that one months ago, I believe in May, during one of my 24-hour readathons. During my 24-hour readathon, I think I read like 200 pages, and then it took me so incredibly long to finally finish it. It's just not that I wasn't really into it. Well, there was some parts where I wasn't really into it, but some of the time I get intimidated by big books, and this book is really big. So if you don't know Mistborn is a high fantasy series, and it takes place in the final empire, which is ruled by this bad guy, the Lord Ruler, and they have to destroy him. So our main characters have this sort of power where they can consume pieces of metal and burn it within themselves, and like they create these powers through burning these metals, like being able to kind of bend minds or fly, or just very cool powers because of these metals. And using those metals and those powers, they're going to try to destroy the Lord Ruler. The Lord Ruler. Some parts of the book were just super high paced, and you know, really enjoyed them. And some parts were a bit slower. My arms get tired. Some parts were a little bit slower. That is why it just took me a long time to read it. But in the end, I was like, this was so good. It was really good, and I enjoyed it so much. I think I will give it like 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was definitely very great, and especially now that I've reached the end of the first book, I really want to read the next ones as well, although I don't know when that will happen because they're very big. But yeah, I finally finished it. I also really need to organize another 24-hour readathon. It's been so long, and the next one will be round 10, which is crazy. Okay, I really need to clean up this mess. These are all like clothes that I'm selling on Vinted, so I just took pictures of all of them and like put them online. So I need to get rid of this and just clean up this mess because I can't work when it's so messy. Okay, so I got the new tripod in the mail. I'm gonna try it out now and see if I can get you up a bit higher on my desk. Oh my god, why didn't I get this sooner? This is such like a better angle. I need to fix my lighting, but yes, finally it isn't like down there. It's this one, by the way. It is a Nebula tripod stand, and it's perfect. I'm very happy. Okay, so it's like 3:15. I just cut loads of stickers, and like I printed loads of stickers for my shop update that is happening on Saturday. I think by the time this video is live, my shop update will have already happened. Check out the link in my description to check out all the new products that I've launched. I'm so excited. So I thought I would just now talk about the last book I read. However, I'm very much not happy with this color. 1 second. It's The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. Many people have talked about this book in the past few weeks because it is like a very new release, and it is a dark academia murder mystery about this man named Edward Fosca. And he is this teacher at a university or like a college, and there are this group of people called the Maidens, and they admire him very, very much, and they think he's all fascinating and stuff. But our main character thinks that Edward is a murderer, and she's trying to expose him because a murder has taken place. However, he keeps having like alibis, so it's not really working. So basically, we of course want to find out if it is true and what has happened and how this person got killed. In the beginning, I was quite into it. I was like, oh yes, this is nice. But then the actual plot twist, I was just like, this is strange. I wasn't really too impressed. It was just kind of odd. I understand the like negative reviews about this book, but there are people who actually hated this book, and I didn't hate it, but I didn't think it was like a good book. I think I will give it like 2, maybe 2.5 out of 5 stars because I enjoyed a few parts, but it is not, in my opinion, a great book. Maybe just like good enough, just like average, you know. I just wanted more from this. I thought, as I said, the plot twist was a bit strange. This wasn't the greatest success. These are all of the books that I read in July and August. I'm finally like up to date with my wrap-ups because I always just like forget doing my wrap-ups. I have only finished 1 book as of yet in September, and it's the 16th of September. I'm not in the best reading mood, but we'll see how my reading will go for the rest of the month. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy with this tripod. You know what, I think I'll just vlog a little bit more today if I don't forget. Maybe I can just like show you my dinner. I have no clue what I'm gonna make for dinner, by the way. We'll see. I have some snacks right now. Just eating and drinking with like lipstick on is strange. I really have to get used to this. I'm going to be making a little pre-dinner snack because I'm quite peckish, but it's not like close to dinner time yet. I've still got a pita bread left, and some people might think this is really crazy what I'm gonna make, but we used to make this all the time when I was younger. It is called a cheeser. So basically, you cut open the pita bread, you put in jam and cheese, and then you put it in the toaster, and the cheese gets all soft and the jam gets all warm, and people are like, oh my god, cheese and jam, that's crazy. But if you have like a cheese splatter, you also have like chutney, which is also a sweet, you know, like apricot chutney or whatever. Chutney, it always reminds me of Schmidt from New Girl. Chutney. But you also have like something sweet with your cheese, so it's not crazy. I suggest you just try it. It is amazing. Okay, let's make it. This is not a great angle. The pita bread that I still have left. It's always so difficult to cut it open without like cutting through the center. Okay, I think this went really well. Oh yes, got your pita bread. Then we're gonna put in some jam. Put in your jam. And then lastly, a bit of cheese. Get it in there. And then we're just gonna pop this in the toaster for like a couple of minutes. See you soon. I feel like such a student. I didn't feel like grabbing a plate, otherwise I have to wash that again. So I just made it. I put it on here. Look, the cheese is all melting. Okay, let's take a bite. It's probably really hot though. And I am telling you, oh, this is the best pita I ever had. It's 5 and I feel like going on a little walk again because the weather is just so nice. I'm just gonna take my book with me and maybe read outside somewhere for a little bit. Oh, this was delicious. I'm so glad I did this. I first thought I was just going to like walk around a bit. Oh my god, I'm a bit burned. Oops. And then why is this lighting? What is happening? And then I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna sit here, have a lemonade, have a beer, have some cheese sticks. And I've read like 50 pages of my book in the sun. This was absolutely perfect. So I highly recommend you also take yourself on a date once in a while, because this was so great. But now, because I already ate those cheese sticks as well as the pita bread, I'm actually quite full. It's like 7:30 right now, so I'm not gonna have any dinner. Maybe have a little snack tonight. But for now, I'm definitely full. But I'm going to end this vlog here. I really hope you like this. This was again a daily vlog, but then a wrap up at the same time. Let me know in the comments if you like these type of wrap ups, so I can do them in the future. And also, if you want to comment something but you don't know what to comment like a drinks emoji, any type of drink, coffee, tea, wine, beer, because I just had a lovely drink. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye.